Hello and welcome to the main show. This is episode 281 of the Comics Pals. I'm going to start right away with a rant because I'm kind of upset,
Okay.
and I know that I can't go through the whole show without getting to this. I can't get to the news uh, with this on me, so I'm just gonna get it out. And as you join, definitely do say hello if you're watching live on Twitch. The Medic, I see you. Harris, Manny, what's up, guys? Welcome. Thank you for joining. So the JLA Avengers fiasco is pissing me off. Comic shops began to get their copies of JLA Avengers this week. I think it was Wednesday, actually, when Matt said he got his. Tyler, I think you reached out to your store, right?
Yeah, they didn't get it yet, so
They didn't get it yet.
I'm still hoping. I might
Okay,
check
so
them today.
some stores got it. They should be on sale this Wednesday. And I went to Midtown Comics that day. Obviously, they had none. So in our Discord server, Matt shares with us that on eBay, Midtown and others stores, but also not stores, were selling copies of JLA Avengers for upwards of $200 a piece.
Yep.
This is a product, this is a book that's supposed to sell for $30, and it's being marked up. What's that? Like, I don't even know. Marco, you tell me. You're the math whiz.
I'm like 500%.
Yeah, 500%.
Out of your ass, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, we're going with
percent, and it's at 200.
I'm saying 500%. You know why? Because that's a nice, huge, round number.
Exactly.
I like it, and it's upsetting.
It makes them sound bad.
It makes them sound awful. And you know what else? I'm saying this from now. If you are a person who is selling JLA Avengers for over $100, really over 30, but over $100
for a
screw
profit.
you. For a profit.
Specifically, yeah.
Screw you.
Hang on, guys. I'm just gonna take this eBay listing down real quick. It's not related. Don't worry.
Right. I'm sick of this. This industry, this community sucks when it comes to stuff like this. This was supposed to be a celebration of George Perez, who is currently dying of cancer. And the money from the proceeds are supposed to go to charity. Heroes Initiative, I know Midtown Comics, in their defense, they're putting the money towards cancer charity, which is, great.
Why not just do Hero Initiative, though?
But why not just do Hero Initiative? Yeah,
why give it to like some real like big two cancer charity that gets plenty of money elsewhere?
Yeah,
it's like they pick the easiest route because there's probably just some kind of website where they can just put a card in or something. Like, I don't know.
It's bullshit. It's complete bullshit. And it's funny how small little stores like the one that Matt goes to, I don't know if it's small, but it's not Midtown. They've got copies, and their decision is, hey, we're gonna do right by our customers. Matt's a loyal customer. He gets a copy. Tyler, you asked for a copy. I'm hopeful that you get one. But Midtown Comics, I've been going there for, I've actually, I don't know if I've ever bought a loose comic book from any other store, like just a random issue. I've only ever bought from Midtown. I got to pay $200 to get a copy. It's ridiculous.
What do you get for shopping at Hydra Comics there?
Yeah, you're shopping at the most corporatized comics company, comic book store in the world.
If you can start your own shipping business out of your comic book store, you're probably not a friend to the reader. I'm comfortable saying that.
I'm not gonna co-sign that.
There are so many good comic book shops in New York City too. Like, I'm not saying like ditch Midtown, but I'm saying find someone else.
The thing that you don't get about me is that I'm extremely lazy and a creature of habit. So The fact that Midtown is accessible by the A is all I need. I don't know any other comic shop that I can just get on the A, get off at a stop, and the store's right there. That's my issue.
West 4th Street. It's right there. There's one right there.
Really?
True.
What store is that?
Mysterious Time Machine. It's on 9th and 6th Ave. You get off at West 4th, you walk 2 blocks, it's right there.
Wait, 2 blocks, 2 Aves, right?
No, 2 blocks.
Really?
Yeah, because you get off on West 6th Street, you just walk up to West 9th. Oh, so 3 blocks, I guess.
Appealing to Sean.
Recommend it for anybody in New York City.
All right, well, listen, I don't know if I'm going to be able to break that habit, okay, Marco? All I'm trying to say, man, is fuck these people. I'm not saying fuck Midtown. I'm saying fuck people who are listing that comic for $200 on eBay. That's some bullshit, man. And if George Perez was getting that money or Heroes Initiative was getting that money, you know what? Fine. Whatever. I'll eat it. I don't have to read JLA Avengers. I'm a big boy, okay? But the fact that money is going in the pockets of these same douchebags who have made it impossible to get a PlayStation 5 for 2 years.
There it is. There it is.
I'm done. I have one, by the way. I'm done with this bullshit. It's over. It should be over. Biden, do something. Okay.
You're going to tell that creaky old man to do something? He can't even get up out of bed.
I watched a video the other day, okay? This is the kind of man we have for a president right now.
Oh, boy.
I watched a video of Joe Biden.
We might be able to get some extra viewers for whatever he's about to say. So let's encourage it.
I don't really want to shield that audience, but
speaking to an audience, and there are 3 congressmen that he's talking about, 2 black guys and what appeared to be a man of some sort of Middle Eastern descent. So Biden says, here's 2 guys who could probably beat you in ball and another one who might blow you up. I swear that's what he said.
God.
Get out.
Another one who might launch a bomb. I swear. I will show you guys, the pals. I will show you this video. I couldn't believe it, what I heard. Okay?
Sean, I think you should run for president. That's the kind of energy that America craves.
Apparently so.
America specifically craves.
Yeah.
No kidding.
I think you might, some of the southern states might have some issues, but we can work that out. I'll manage for you.
I just can't believe what's going on in this country. Anyway,
how did you get from JLA Avengers, scalpers?
Where's that through line?
And then
there?
You went all the way over to Byron.
Because I asked for Biden to do something to help.
I think there are other things a little more important.
Listen,
that.
Tyler, do you want me to turn my attention to you, man? I'm hot today.
That asshole's not doing anything over there either. So,
all right. Well, anyway, I can see that I'm not going to get help from him or you guys, so I'm just going to move along. Definitely not Sean Soapbox. Hey, it's my favorite listener. Welcome, first time chat. Definitely follow if you haven't. Thank you for coming. That's awesome. Shenran, what's up? Chillmonger, hey. What?
Specifically spelling Kale's name with a K. Definitely not Sean Soapbox. Interesting.
Yeah.
The cause of all scalping in the world.
Make sure you guys check out Chillmonger's YouTube channel. What's up, dude?
It's pretty chill. Can I just say something, Chillmonger? Pretty chill sounding voice, that guy.
Yeah. Good dude.
I listened to the episode you guys are on. I was like, yo, this is fucking relaxing.
Yeah. Make sure that you guys are checking us out live if you enjoy the show. I think the live experience is pretty fun. You get to interact in the chat, talk directly to us. We go live every single Saturday at 10 in the morning Eastern for this very show. Wednesdays at 6 for Pals Pulls. We had a great time last Pals Pulls, so go check that out if you haven't. If you missed sorry?
I was going to say, when you see us live, you can hear Sean's political rants before I added them out for the actual recorded show.
That was not a political rant. That was
I'm just joking.
A call of aid.
We need to slap that on TikTok. Get those TikTok viewers.
That might do something.
That'll do something that I don't know if we want, but
yeah.
Let's see what happens. If you missed the show live, you can always catch it on any podcast hosting platform or youtube.com/thecomicspals. where you can subscribe to our channel for free, like the video, share it with your friends, leave us a comment. All that stuff's free to do, and it helps us out a lot more than it costs you. We all saw the Batman. Well, Gail did not see the Batman.
Still haven't seen it.
For COVID reasons, doing the right thing. But the rest of us saw it. Tyler and I reviewed it. So go listen to that review. We put out a review for that. And if you go to our TikTok, you can watch Tyler's roast session, which is what the comment section of that clip is called. They did not like Tyler.
It's funny because chronologically in the review, your discussion comes first, but I edited mine to come first because I thought it would be a better hook, which worked.
It worked
because it pissed people off.
did.
So yeah,
but what you said, I didn't say anything controversial. I didn't. Well,
me neither.
I didn't think you did, but you understand. We know who we're talking about. The TikTok audience, they're ravenous. So in addition to the Batman review, we have an announcement about the next book club, and that is Batman Black Mirror. We're going to be doing Batman Black Mirror. This is the Scott Snyder joint. I believe it was Snyder's first at bat with the Batman.
This was Detective Comics right before the new 52 relaunch. Yeah.
Yep. That was Jock on the main story art and Francesco Francavilla on the back, the backstory, which was pretty cool.
Backstories are great.
Yeah.
Do you think Jock carries a gun on him?
No.
What?
So what I'm asking is Jock strapped? All right, guys.
Wow.
All right.
Nice.
See you next week. Bye-bye.
We have a lot of show for you guys. We're going to get into your comments in a minute. We're going to be playing a game. Tyler's got a game. What game is that, Tyler?
You want to do it right now, or is that we're going right away?
No, just want to know what it is.
It's called X Auctioning Time.
So if you guys have ever watched Journey into Quistery, which is our game show that is on hiatus right now, then you have probably seen this before. Although there may or may not be some twists, but one thing I can promise you is that I'm going to pull my hair out. We're going to be talking some comics news, the Batman. No spoilers for the Batman, but we will be talking a little bit about what has come out of the Batman. And in our main topic, we're going to rant about the DCEU. Well, some amount of us will rant. Some of us might defend them. I can't imagine why. But there was some news about some of the movies being delayed. We're going to dive into that a little later on in the show. Before we get into all that, though, Tyler, why don't you take it away with some listener comments?
Yeah, so listener comments, we have... okay, here we go. So we had Sanji on the Batman review. Is that a One Piece character? Am I right about that?
Yes.
Sanji? Okay.
Yep.
All right. See, I know things. I've never read a DC comic in my life, and after watching the specific Batman movie, I'm kind of interested. It sort of reminded me of the Arkham games with the gritty detective feel for it. Are there any Batman comics that would fit this detective style and more gritty version of Gotham, or do they all just do that? So I think right off the bat, DC has something for you already. They have the Batman collection of comics, which is like a slipcase that has Ego, Long Halloween, and Year One in it. So like right down your alley if this is what you liked.
I think alongside that, good like a good recommendation is usually Hush. It's like a nice gamut of villains and stuff.
Totally.
Especially since
Black
Matt Reeves
Black
is on
Mirror,
record.
we'd be reading that. Like that's a good one.
Yeah. Isn't Matt Reeves on record mentioning Hush as something he'd want to tackle? Oh
Yes.
boy. Okay.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Drop the Easter egg.
So I wanted to say about this that Sanji is actually a regular listener, but Sanji says obviously that they have never read a comic before. Well, I guess they didn't say that in this particular comment, but in a later comment, they said that they hadn't read any comics. I believe they
listen to the show regularly.
They listen to the show.
Nice.
And they want to. Well, no, I actually, sorry, I don't think they said they don't read comics. I think they said that they haven't read Batman. But what's so cool is that we just discussed people on the last main topic that people don't go from the movies to the books, that there's no pipeline. And so this is a really cool example of when it actually does happen. So I wanted to make sure that we gave Sanji some good recommendations. I think, maybe like Serious House on Serious Earth, Arkham Asylum.
Sure.
That's a little bit crazy, but it's definitely dark. A Batman story that I really love that no one ever talks about is The Cult. I really, really love that book.
Okay.
I don't know that one. What is
I can't tell you the creative team, but it's basically Batman versus homeless people.
I mean, isn't that just every Batman story?
It's a lot more than that, but like it's also kind of that. It's
Guys,
very,
wait.
very, very good.
Look who entered the chat.
Who?
Definitely not Sean Soapbox.
Where were you
I
finding?
shouted them out.
Where you been, bro? They've been here for like 30 minutes.
Have they really?
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit.
Grief.
Well, 16. Who's counting? Definitely not. White Knight. Yes, absolutely. White Knight's a great recommendation. Court of Owls. Definitely not. Do you want to reveal yourself? Do you want to reveal yourself? Do you want to out yourself? It's been going on for
2 years.
Almost like 2 years, a year,
Yeah.
something like that. Do you want to end the mystery, or are we still going to do this? I'm cool with it if you want to continue to do it.
He says that's up to you, boss.
Damn.
All right. Well, you know what? If it's up to me, then I'm going to keep that in my back pocket. Thank you. Let's hope, Sanji, thank you for listening. Thank you for the question. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you got some good answers from the pals. Let's keep it rolling.
All right. So, sorry, I forgot that was me. Snake of Talons on the Pals Pulse episode said, I don't even read any of these books, and I end up listening to a whole episode. The content is too good.
Thanks, bud.
Thank you, man. Really appreciate that.
You should read them, though. I think you should. They're pretty freaking good. Some of them.
I mean, if that means you're not going to listen to the episode, don't read them.
Thanks, Shenren, for subscribing. Can we bring Krillin
awesome.
back or Chaozu back? Do we get a wish now that you subscribed?
Ooh, great question.
I think Catherine gifted that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Catherine. Appreciate it. We have demons as physical. That is absolutely true. I'm Scott Snyder. It's hilarious. So I really like the idea that someone can listen to Pals Pulls and be a lapsed fan, a lapsed reader of whatever books we're talking about, and kind of like find out if it's for them or just keep up without necessarily having to read the books. I think Matt said that he does that with X-Men, that he follows the X-Men through us. I love that.
I used to do that with the long box. That was specifically how I kept up with the world.
I'm sorry for the choices we picked on that one. Jeez.
Yeah, me too.
I'm learning about the Savage Dragon, Come Waterfall, that one episode.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh my
listen,
God.
I remember.
But you know what? I would never have read Savage Dragon otherwise. So I'm glad that I was
I've
there
been
for the
having
content.
the itch lately, guys. I've been having the itch.
Yo, add it as a book club. Do it.
It's
God.
definitely. I'm talking with Matt currently to figure out like a good specific story. But like, if I go to my comic shop and they have like Volume 1 or the Archives Volume 1, I might.
There was just a Humble Bundle that had a ton of Savage Dragon on it. I think I might have gotten it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Hey, Snake of Talons is in the chat. Hey, hi, Sean. I love you. I love you too. I know who that
you
is.
hear that,
Okay.
Beck?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was trying to figure out who it is. I love everybody, but I was like, do I
Beck's
really
fourth
love this
burner.
person or do I just love this person? And I do really love that person. What's up, Chris?
It's your aunt's coworker. I knew it.
No, it's not my aunt's coworker. It's a friend of 20 years.
Okay,
No,
well,
that's Steve or some shit.
Yeah, it is actually. Next. Actually, not next comment. I wanted to say Snake of Talons. I don't know if you heard, but we just responded to your comment from one of the shows recently, and I had a great time playing Multiverses with you. Although I don't think we can actually talk about that anymore, but that was a lot of fun.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's very good.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Last comment.
All right, so we have Harris on Punisher #1 review. Said, hot take, I don't think Punisher even needs a new logo. He should be treated like Omar on The Wire. When he comes through, things go down.
Things went down in that book, honestly.
I mean, I don't think it's a hot take to say the Punisher doesn't need a new logo. Plenty of people were annoyed about that.
Yeah. I actually don't know. I didn't see any comments saying, yes, good.
Yeah.
I'm sure they existed, but.
That's probably because the new logo is garbage.
I kind of like it. I mean, not necessarily for the Punisher, but like I like it.
Right.
For the Punisher who's part of the hand, like it's fine, but like that's obviously not going to stick.
Right,
Well, sure,
of course,
yeah.
On our whole like 20-minute discussion on it, we didn't touch the logo at all.
Yeah, because it just doesn't matter. But on that subject, I feel like, it was annoying when they first announced it and stuff, but now that it's happening and we're in it, it's just like whatever, it's a gimmick. It's like Spider-Man changes his costume or whatever. If you don't like the new one, rest assured the old one will come back. It's completely irrelevant.
It's time.
Are you
Give it 10
comics
minutes.
fans are way too reactionary and should just let storylines play out and enjoy it for the storyline in and of itself? Huh.
Mm-hmm.
You been on Comics Twitter?
Yes, I'm a little too much on it.
Harris said, I don't think he needs a logo at all. That's an interesting point. I've never thought about that, but he's a comic book character, he's got to have a logo. Something.
Well,
It's
he
part of
says
the
he doesn't need a new logo.
He said he doesn't need a logo at all in the chat.
In the Twitch chat.
Oh, in the chat. Oh, I didn't see that. My bad.
No worries. You know what? I think it's time for a game.
Ooh, all
It's
right,
game time.
guys.
Time to play the game.
It's auctioning time. Let me get my.
All right.
Ba-da-ba-ba-dum.
Everyone's favorite.
Okay. First one. So the way this works is I'm going to show you an eBay listing. I'm going to show you a picture and I'll describe it. And you will tell me what you think the price is. Whoever is closest without going over wins. Straightforward. Very much Price is Right by way of the thing. So first one we have is this Robert Pattinson. Oh, I should probably hold on. I figured you guys can't see it. Are you guys watching the stream?
I'm watching the
Yeah.
stream.
Watching the
Okay,
stream,
all right,
but
you guys
it
can
is
see it.
delayed.
It's fine. It's this Robert Pattinson Batman vintage T-shirt.
What am I
The
looking
way
at?
it's described: Robert Pattinson vintage Batman retro T-shirt, tracksuit Robert Pattinson shirt. So this is that weird photo of Robert Pattinson when he was in that tracksuit, that like chocolate covered tracksuit, where he looks super confused in some random apartment, and then he just superimposed the Batman hat on him. And made it like a vintage,
my god!
like the same kind of style T-shirt that I imagine like Ashanti T-shirts used to be. But
Wow,
Ashanti.
what a reference.
is that? Did you get that one, Kale?
Oh, listen,
all right.
yeah.
Kale, noted Ashanti
Not,
fan. There we go.
no, not because of Ashanti, but because I know that very specific brand of T-shirt.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. So who just on my screen, I'm gonna go with Sean first. Sean, what do you got?
Okay. By the way, chat, please do play along if you're so inclined. It's again, Price is Right rules, so closest without going over.
And Catherine, I can send you the eBay link for this if you want it.
Send it to her, and then you tell me the answer. No, just kidding. I mean, this is a very shitty shirt. I'm going to say that up front. But I definitely can see people wearing it. But it can't be that expensive, otherwise no one's going to buy it. But then again, it's eBay. That's all my logic. I'm going to go with I'm going to say $24.99.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Marco, what do you have?
I got $29.99.
$29.99. Okay. Kale.
Good $30.
Before I answer, are there how many of these are there? Is there in the eBay information or whatever? Is there like a there's two available?
It says 2 available.
Interesting.
You guys can ask questions like what Kale just did. You can ask questions about this. I can give you as much info as I have.
Yeah, what's the price?
I'm gonna say 35.
Okay.
Damn, am I
Well,
low?
none of you guys are right. You guys all went over. Yeah.
What?
It's only $14.99.
Okay. All right.
As it
Right.
should be.
The lowest in the chat is CMT. That dude is got 22.
All right, so Chris, you win.
Catherine, I'll send you the link once I get it. Once the game's done, I'll tweet it to you.
Well,
Okay.
Just put it in the chat.
Next one. Can
Maybe
I
I'll
just put
buy
in
it
the
too.
chat? Yeah, I could probably just put it in the chat. Yeah. I mean, there's only 2, so.
Me and Catherine.
Reach 500 character limit. Okay, hold on. I'll figure it out afterwards. All right, let me not ruin the,
Put it in the
flow of
Discord.
game. It's apparently a huge
Later,
ass
yeah.
URL. All right, next one we have is The Walking Dead #1 CGC 9.9,
wow.
which
Wow.
I don't think I've ever seen a 9.9. No
Gotta
scratches
tell
on
you.
slab, like new, mint white pages. First Rick Grimes appearance.
Is this the OG cover? Because I've actually never seen this
Yeah.
cover.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, it is.
Tony
Yeah.
Moore cover. Yep.
Wow.
All right, I'm gonna say, because I know Saga went like #1. I remember it being like in upwards of like the 200s.
200. Okay.
So I'm gonna say 350.
350. Okay, Marco said 350. Thank you, Garrett, for the follow. Nice to see you.
Appreciate
on
it,
the Twitch.
Garrett. Thank you.
Kale, you go next. Marco said 350. $300.50.
350.
350. I think I'm gonna say 250.
250.
Yeah.
Okay. Sean, well, let me just say, keep in mind, this is the first appearance of The Walking Dead.
There's something off to me about it though.
All right.
What did Marco say?
350.
350.
We got 350 and
350.
250.
We got 350 and 250. Okay.
Split in the middle.
Man, I don't know. That's the Walking Dead, dude. Like there are people who don't even
9.9.
care about comics that probably went nuts over this.
Mm.
I'm gonna go whatever. I'm gonna go 360.
360. Well, Sean wins with this one. Sean gets a point on the board for being the closest to $13,999,
Oh my Jesus.
What?
which apparently was sold.
Woo!
What?
That is
Yeah,
amazing.
this
You
went
said
on sale yesterday
13,000?
and sold yesterday. Pretty much 14 grand.
Holy
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I follow a Twitter
unbelievable.
account that's like comic book eBay alerts, and they put like fancy like really weird things on there. So
shit. Damn, we were
So
off.
so what I felt was wrong was the price.
yeah, yep. It's also like I don't think I've seen a 9.9 in this book. Like it's rare that I see
Yeah.
9.9s in general. So I think that's the big deal. It might be the best graded one out there. So
By the
Still
way,
wild.
yeah, that's mind blowing. Welcome, Garrett, first time chat. I'm so surprised. Gosh, all my favorites are here. Nice to see you. Oh my God, a mango, welcome. Thank you for coming. Go ahead, Tyler.
so
My God, a
next
mango.
Mango.
we have
my
something that's
God.
been eluding me. The Hasbro Marvel Legends 6-inch figure Build-A-Figure Apocalypse series of Sabretooth.
Ooh. Okay. Out the gate. You just said it's been eluding you, right?
Eluding me in person. I mean, this came out in I think like 2007 or something like that. So,
2007.
Or no, not that early. Like 2014 or something like that. I don't have that
Okay.
information here.
Fairly recently.
Recently in the toy thing is only within
Yeah.
like the last year. It's definitely not on shelves anymore. Yeah,
So it's like 10 years old almost.
I wouldn't go that big.
Okay.
I can figure out this info for you.
I'm gonna say $50.
$50 reduce from Marco.
Wait, how much is it? Does it go for just like originally? What was the retail
I
price?
mean,
at
usually
the time?
market probably would have been like $22 or something like that.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll stick to 50, I think.
$50 from Marco. All right. Sorry, I just keep seeing the Age of Apocalypse one that's still on sale, so I'm not looking up this information. Sorry. There's like 4 different Sabretooths available on the Marvel Legends line. This is like
No worries.
the
Yeah, we're getting
classic
some
one,
clustered
so.
numbers in the chat. Yeah, okay. I feel confident in my answer then. Okay.
Wait, can you say the all the information about it again? It's a Sabretooth
Hasbro
from the
Marvel Legends 6-inch figure. It's part of the Build-A-Figure Apocalypse series. So that arm there is an Apocalypse arm. And it's Sabretooth.
Oh, so if you get like piece of the collection, it is to then build Apocalypse.
You build Apocalypse, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm gonna say 75.
Okay.
And what was Marco's guess?
50.
50.
50 clams.
Oh man, oh man. You know what? I'm gonna say 55.
Sean wins again. 70. This one's $70.
Oh.
I think typically a good boxed one is about $90, but this one's all beat up around the box. And a loose
Damn
one
it,
goes
Sean.
for around 50. Yeah. I love Sabretooth so much, guys. But I don't really like the build on this one. I think he's a little too scrawny in this. I'd like a newer Sabretooth, Hasbro, if you're watching. Now we have, so it's not, this isn't comics really related. It's Star Wars adjacent, but I figured I'd throw this in there because I thought it was stupid.
Is that a Mac?
So this is a Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Halcyon bar cardboard coaster from the Sublight Lounge of that new Star Wars hotel.
The what?
The Star Wars hotel 2-night experience that's in Disney World right now. That costs about $5,000 for 2 nights.
Holy shit.
Unreal.
So wait, so we're guessing the price of this coaster specifically.
It's a coaster that you would have just gotten with your drink.
Oh my god.
It's not even buyable merch. This is just somebody swiped a coaster.
And they're selling it.
And they're
That's
selling it.
amazing.
You got to make up that $5,000 somehow, you know? You swipe enough coasters a night.
What? How much could you possibly put? Like how much is a coaster? $3 maybe for like a set.
No, in terms of how much you think Disney paid for a coaster?
And also like a bar coaster.
Cardboard. This isn't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Gail, you're up first this time.
Sorry, can you give me, I'm trying to buy that Robert Pattinson t-shirt. Can you repeat the information for me? It's
Sure.
a Disney Star Wars experience.
It is I'll explain it to you rather than give you the title because I think my explanation is a little better. It is a coaster from the 2-night experience Star Wars hotel that just started in Disney last week. Maybe that helps too. It is a brand new experience.
Oh, that shit just went up.
Most nights are sold out going through the summer.
The diehards are gonna want that though.
How much could you possibly sell that shit for? Come on, Cal, set the ground. Let us know. What
I'm
do
gonna
you think?
say this is gonna be over. I'm gonna say a tenner.
Hey, what is that in American?
$10.
Okay, all right, just making sure. Just making sure.
13 something, right?
You don't know what a fucking tenner is? What?
I don't know how about Brexit.
I'm not on
I
a
don't know.
different planet.
You will be if you are on the Shangri-La Star Line at Galactic Star Cruiser.
Nice, dude.
All right, I'm gonna say $40.
$40
Feels
for a piece of
wrong.
cardboard, Marco. All right.
Holy
said
Opened
shit.
last week. Somebody's obviously selling this thing for some sort of profit, thinking that they're gonna get their money, right? So I'm assuming that they actually put a price that they feel they should have to pay,
Fair.
whether or not they're gonna get paid.
I see the thought process behind it.
Okay, so Kale said 10, Marco said 40.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say $11.
Oh, you price is
son of a
righted him.
bitch.
Yeah, Sean, you won again. It's actually
Oh
1998.
my god! How much is it?
1998. Which like a Star Wars fan would be like, maybe. Like, I feel like that's a price point where they're like, oh, that's the year that, Phantom Menace came out. It's speaking to me, like something like that. All right, I got one more. For you.
Joe Munger says an extra $10 for swiping and handling.
This is a Chris Somney Joker with a bloody crowbar. I got there eventually. It's a Joker with a bloody crowbar commissioned by Chris Somney.
Chris Somney?
9x12.
Thank you. Okay, I was gonna ask that.
Also signed.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
This is a
one addendum. It does say "Hey Brian" on it because it's addressed to somebody. So
okay.
I don't know if that.
But it's not a print, right? It's like a straight up a commission.
It is the commission. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Original art.
For Chris Somney, I'd say like for 9x12. Yeah, 250 is probably standard. Let me say 275.
Guys, I'm paying $40 for this T-shirt.
What? Dude, that shirt was not worth $40.
Right? Stupid.
My wife is gonna be so mad at me.
You gotta do shit like that for the meme, man. Wow.
Kel, have you seen that picture of Robert Pattinson in that tracksuit?
No.
Oh man, it's good stuff.
I can only just barely see it on the
Committed to buying
Twitch
it, though.
chat.
Oh my god.
Catherine did
dude,
it. I said I would. I'll do anything for Catherine.
Oh my god. Wow. No, it was not worth it, Catherine. Don't tell him that shit. That was not worth it.
Sean,
$40.
Sean, you're up first.
All right. Chris Somney, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, that's pretty slick. Do you happen to know the year maybe that this was done?
Let's see.
It says 09 on it. 1109.
It says 1109, so November 2009.
Okay.
So this would have been right before he kind of hit it really big with like his Daredevil.
Real big. Yeah.
What's going on, Hill Twins?
It's right on the cusp.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna throw out 125.
Here, I thought he was gonna say like, oh, what did Marco say? 275, 280.
Cal, you're up.
Marco said 275. Sean.
Yeah.
Sean said. What did you say?
What did I say? 125?
Yeah, 125.
Yeah.
Marco, you said 275?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
$450.
Ooh.
Damn.
So Kale wins with this one.
No.
Wow.
475. It's showing as a coupon for me if I use PayPal, which goes to 427. But I think it says the actual price is 475. So
wow.
If I went by my price, Kale would have went over. But I'm just don't know if that price is visible for everyone. So I'm going by the actual price of 475.
That's not bad for 9x12. Okay.
That's not bad. That's insane.
For Chris Somney?
Yeah.
No,
that
sounds reasonable.
That sounds reasonable.
This one,
yeah,
that's not 9 by whatever. This is like postcard size, like 250.
Yeah.
By who?
Chris Somney.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this one.
I mean, you never bought some art before?
Yeah, dude.
No, I guess I haven't.
Oh.
Don't start.
Especially commissions, for sure. Yeah.
Oof, that was not my.
Chris Somney's
that
like
was not
my
my
favorite,
question.
one of my like top 3 artists. So like I was like, yo, whatever you got available, I'm taking it. But yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that's
okay.
auction time. So
I'm showing you guys the
Sean wins. So
yay.
Ooh.
What do you mean boo? How dare you boo me? Why are you booing me?
You kept like adding like $3 to my number.
Well, to be fair, I did it to kill too.
Right rules. It's Price is Right rules.
Yeah, I don't care what the actual answer is. I just want to win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sean's a piece of shit and he wants to win.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, it's it is what it is.
Okay. Don't call me a piece of shit.
Well, hey, listen, Price is Right. No friends here.
Hill
Price
Twins,
is
yo,
right.
what is up, twin? Whichever twin it is. Thank you for watching. That's The Price is Right game. Clap it up for Tyler for putting that together for us. And of course, me for winning. All right.
On the back.
Just clap it up for me for winning.
I mean, no one else is going to do it. Jesus Christ.
He'll do it.
You're goddamn right. I will, Gail. Let's get into the news. So we're going to kick it off with a comic announcement. Actually, we've got a couple. These are both from June, but we're going to start with what I thought was a really, really cool one. And this will be particularly interesting for anybody who enjoyed Loki, the Marvel television series over on Disney Plus. So Marvel has announced that that Gail Simone and Phil Noto are going to be doing a book called The Variants. And that's going to be a 5-issue miniseries, like I said, coming in June. And it's going to follow Jessica Jones and her variants from the multiverse, doing some type of investigation that will have ramifications, within the multiverse. I think that's really cool. I think that's really, really cool.
I love Jessica Jones. So any chance where we can get more Jessica Jones, I'll take it no matter what. And this weird multiversal timeline, like Jessica Jones is not the multiverse type character. So taking that kind of ground level street hero and making them into this universe spanning story, I think is very interesting. And Gail Simone back at Marvel for the first time in a long time, definitely helps sell it.
Yeah, but Phil Noto on art.
You don't like Phil Noto?
Dude, what was that? He had an X-Men issue, I think during X of Swords, and I could not. It was this weird digital watercolor style. It was. Not it just did not enter my system.
I will say Noto of 2021 is different than the Noto of 2011.
Yeah.
It's a lot more. It's a lot looser, which I appreciate, but it's also a lot barer. So I'm kind of curious to see how this works. I think Noto has he does good slow down character pieces. Whether or not that is what this book will be, I don't know. But I traditionally like Noto's art.
Me too. And I love this cover. I think this cover is fantastic. Jessica Jones is underutilized. I think she's a great character. When it comes to street level stuff, she slots right in. But for whatever reason, she just doesn't get used enough. So I love Gail Simone. I've enjoyed her work consistently over the years, and her back at Marvel doing a character I really enjoy. This is like a slam dunk announcement for me.
It is kind of curious seeing this announcement come at the heels of Disney getting the rights to the Netflix shows back. It's why hasn't she been utilized lately? Who else hasn't been utilized lately? Luke Cage. I like Danny Rand. It's I feel like those Netflix characters were kind of, besides Daredevil, because I don't think you can not put a Daredevil book on the stands, but I think those secondary street level guys that were big during the Bendis era just disappeared after those shows came out, and I think they weren't part of the MCU. I don't know, maybe I'm conspiracy theorizing, but
my counter to that is that they put out the Defenders book by Bendis that featured these exact characters.
Fair, that's fair. For 4 issues, and then he went to DC.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was. They were like, "Fuck you, Bendis. We're not showing your babies anymore." But I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm in the minority here, but I'm really excited for this.
I am too.
All right. Well, let's talk about something that might get your goat instead. How about Al Ewing on Defenders Beyond? So Al Ewing and Javier Rodriguez have been doing the Defenders thing. They had the other series. I forget what it was. What was the Defenders? But I forget when it came out.
Last year.
Was that last year? Yeah.
So it's pretty recent.
This year they're coming back to defend the Earth, I guess, from the Beyonder. So this is the solicit Writer Al Ewing and artist Javier Rodriguez will follow up their acclaimed work on last year's Defenders There Are No Rules with a new volume starting in June titled Defenders Beyond. The mind-bending saga will feature a brand new lineup who unite to tackle an adversary with the power to end reality as we know it. Cool. Readers can expect these comic book masterminds to once again flip core Marvel concepts inside out, and along the way, introduce bold additions to the Marvel Cosmic Pantheon, reveal shocking destinies for the Defenders and other heroes, and discover what secrets lie at the very foundation of the Marvel Universe. The only thing that I'm going to say that I really like about this announcement is that America Chavez and Blue Marvel are on this team. That I like.
Wasn't Al Ewing the guy who wrote the Ultimates?
Yeah.
All right, so this is two of those alumni there, coming into this book. So that he's written before, because America Chavez and Blue Marvel were in that. He's written Loki before, prominently in that Loki series. And then I think this is Galactus's mom that's behind Loki there.
What?
Yeah, he brought her in on the previous Defenders volume. That book's
weird.
good, dude. It is a weird book. And this book has Tigra in it, so I will be reading it.
Oh yeah.
So Sean, so it's an automatic pickup, huh?
That's all it takes.
It absolutely is, yeah.
I think Greer Grant has one of the most fucked up Marvel histories of all time. So even though she's a fictional character, I feel like I gotta support her.
This is cool. I remember us reading reviewing one of the Defenders books, and I remember enjoying it, but not sticking to it. I might go back because I do remember liking the art a lot, and like this style just feels very, I don't know, nostalgic for me. Kind of reminds me a bit of like some Darwin Cook-esque, just more cartoony, a bit more loose, and I like that. I like that style a lot. It reminds me of the stuff that what's his name? The Thing, not Walter Mosley. I'm forgetting who the artist is on that book right now.
Oh, but, that's Tom Riley.
Tom Riley, love that stuff. That's really, really good, and I think this has a very similar art style, and I'm a sucker for that. Definitely gonna buy this.
Yeah, Marco, I feel like Javier Rodriguez is an artist that's kind of right down your alley.
Yeah, very much so. Like this is a style that I enjoy a lot.
If you like this, I would definitely check out the History of the Marvel Universe. It was a series by him and Mark Waid about in 2020. It was literally a chronological history of the Marvel Universe from its inception. Cool. But it's like a 6-issue series. That is really damn good. It's probably one of my favorite books that year. And it's very classic comic booky. What I don't have shown here is that the other end of this cover is like all the classic Defenders there, like Nighthawk, Gargoyle, Namor, Beast, Angel, Hulk. So it might be like an ode to the Defenders as a concept. So
cool. Let's talk about the Batman. Again? Everybody's favorite. Now I do want to say there will be no spoilers, so just as we discussed, just be careful, chat, be careful, no spoilers. Yeah. But I did want to talk about some of the things that are coming from the Batman and stuff like that. So obviously the Batman has had a tremendous performance at the box office. They're suggesting that it might have a less than 50% dip in terms of box office this weekend, which is amazing. It doesn't sound great, but when you consider that most people probably only see the movie once and they try to go that first week, less than 50% means that it's getting great word of mouth and that people are seeing it again, which is huge.
We've had people in the Discord say they've seen it 2 or 3 times already.
Yeah, I've seen it twice myself.
Nice.
Yeah.
Going for that third?
So that's I want to, but my girlfriend doesn't want to go because I saw it the second time with a friend. She doesn't want to go because it's a 3-hour movie, and she has shit to do. So
chill out with those 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly, right. So I'll probably just wait for HBO Max at this point. But both of my showings were in IMAX, so I feel really satisfied.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Back in cinema studies school, we were told that you can't fully understand a movie until you see it 3 times.
So. Well, Tyler, According to TikTok, then you didn't understand the movie, so you need to catch that third viewing.
I am slow. I called myself slow on the TikTok. So
Harris apparently already understands it. He's going for his 4th viewing this week at the Alamo Draft House.
Oh,
Whoa.
nice. Enjoy.
Good grief.
yo, get that Batman pizza while you're there. That looked pretty good. They have a Batman pizza at Alamo. They have like themed dishes.
That's pretty cool.
Man, I miss the Alamo.
So good.
Still never been there.
Dude, yo, if you Marco and Sean, you guys need to go to the Alamo for like the next big Marvel movie because it will change your movie going experience.
I don't even know
It's
where
like-
that is.
There's one
There's
up in
two.
Yonkers, right?
No, there's 2 in the city now.
Really?
No, is there?
Yeah,
There's
there's
2?
one.
Wow.
Yeah, there's one downtown and there's one in Brooklyn.
One in Brooklyn.
and they're
Yeah.
making one in Staten Island that is Wu-Tang themed.
Whoa.
And the bar is
Huh.
curated by RZA.
Can I do
And
my
it's all-
taxes
it's all-
and financials?
It's all kung fu themed that they're making. So
Oh man, there is around the seaport.
No.
dude, check them out.
Swing and a miss.
One of them has like a giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man you could take pictures with.
Random.
Drink beer during it, man. They got alcoholic milkshakes. Sorry, Sean, but
That's okay. No worries. Yeah, so the Batman doing very well, and of course, with that, there will be more. So Suicide Squad gave us Peacemaker, and the Batman is giving us a Penguin spinoff. So without, of course, talking about what happens with the Penguin in the show, or in the movie rather, we are getting a Penguin spinoff that is officially announced. We've talked about the fact that this was going to happen before, but now it's official. HBO Max has ordered it, so we will be getting that. If Peacemaker is any indication, this will probably be really, really good.
Something of quality, yeah.
I think I read somewhere that it's a prequel of how he becomes who he is in the movie.
I could be wrong, but I think that it's to see where he goes next.
Okay.
I'm
interesting.
Or with
double
the Book of
checking
Boba
that.
Fett, why not do both? You know, like that show was a little messy.
Deeper gaze. As he rises through the darkened ranks to become the Penguin.
Okay, so it looks like it might be a prequel, yeah. Okay, which makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's a smart way to go.
Yeah,
This is the first time where I feel like I'm like, why do we need this? Usually I'm down. Usually I'm down for these kinds of things, but this one I'm like he was great in it. Don't get me wrong, absolute stellar performance, but why?
That's how you get Colin Farrell to be the Penguin. You gotta like say, "Yo, if this movie does well, we could be a TV show."
Probably true.
I guess. Yeah,
It doesn't answer the question, but
Yeah.
I will say I think that this is cool because then we get to explore we definitely get to explore more of that like underbelly. We get to see like more of the crime families, and I think that was something that was effective in the film.
Yeah, I do want to see more of that world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fleshed
for
out a
sure.
little more. Yeah.
this makes me wonder. Will they have Falcone? Will we get to see Maroni? Like, will those characters pop in as well? Anything can happen, especially based on what we saw in Peacemaker. So I'm
anything
actually
can
really
happen.
excited. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm really excited. More Penguin, more Colin Farrell for sure. Also, we were promised, well, maybe promised isn't the right word, but Matt Reeves and Warner Brothers discussed a Gotham PD series, basically, that would be coming. And it appears now that will not be happening. Matt Reeves appeared on the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast, and he talked about how that was on hold and that the series idea had kind of evolved into more of an Arkham Asylum horror show. Which I don't know. I don't know which one I would prefer, because on the one hand, I was really interested in seeing a Gotham PD focused series that could introduce us to some of the characters who you typically would see in something like that, like Renee Montoya.
Dude, it's called Gotham. It happened already.
You're right. Yeah, it did happen. But I don't think that show was good. Whereas I think you could do a really good HBO Max series based on the Gotham Police Department.
Mm-hmm.
But an Arkham show is, to Tyler's point, something we've never seen before.
Especially if it's a sitcom.
Man, but
Yo,
when you say
okay.
GCPD HBO Max show, I'm like, yo, just hire all the Wire alumni. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
McNulty, make him
McNutty?
McNutty.
Yo, wait,
I
Sean,
don't
did I
know
tell you I
who-
finished it?
No, you didn't.
Oh, it was incredible.
Greatest show of all
television.
time, Marco. You think it's up there?
I think it's definitely up there. I'd have to give it a rewatch and like reevaluate, but I think it's up there for
Well,
sure.
2 more.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
right.
gotta watch it 3 times.
Have you watched The Sopranos?
No.
All right. So we can't have the conversation about best show of all time until you've seen that.
Okay.
But, like,
but I'm currently
that's-
watching Dawson's Creek, and so like that's slowly creeping up there, you know?
Listen, that's easily in my top 10, dude.
Guys, I don't want to wait for this to be over.
So yeah, I think either or would be great. The Gotham PD show or the Arkham Asylum show. But it looks like that's the direction they're going in. I'm a little concerned because I don't want, like, how many of Batman's villains can we just put in this? You know, I wouldn't want them to do that, which is what the Gotham show did. So hopefully, you know, maybe we get like a Victor Zsasz or,
Yes.
you know, some lower scale villain who probably won't be in a movie, but can be a main player in a show like that.
Do you guys have, like, if you guys can pick your lower tier Batman villain to kind of be the main villain of a GCPD or an Arkham show, who would it be?
Mad Hatter.
Good old Jervis Tetch.
Mm-hmm.
I would kill for a Mad Hatter show. I love that dude.
Interesting.
Professor Pig, I think, makes a lot of sense.
That's mine, Marco.
A good one, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Professor Pig. Probably one of the best new Batman villains within the last maybe
Mhm.
15 years or so. I guess it's not really new anymore.
Yeah. I think any of those would be great choices. Just someone that, you know, they're probably not going to put in a movie. There's so many. When you think about how many Batman villains there are, and the fact that we've seen Catwoman in 3 generations of Batman movies, Riddler in 2, no shade to those characters, but like I would love to diversify that a little bit.
Honestly, I could see this being like, let's say Hush, right? And then that leads into a movie, like spinning out of like they follow Hush, they're trying to figure that out, and it's only up until Batman's able to step in, and like that leads us into a film.
I think I would like to see that unfold solely in a movie, but who knows? Who knows? I think the only thing we know about these HBO Max shows is that they can do anything they want. I don't think this will happen, but Batman could theoretically appear. Like, you know, like who knows? So anything is
Oh my God, Amango says Condiment King.
Condiment King. Wow.
Robert Pattinson's favorite Batman villain.
Yeah.
He's on
Yep.
the record of saying that. Yeah. Man of taste.
And Harris says Calendar Man or Maxie Zeus. I did actually think about Maxie Zeus. I don't think he would be a good main villain or whatever, but I think he would definitely be good for an episode.
That'd be fun.
What if the GCPD thing was like a monster a week sort of
Yeah.
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 thing? Oh, okay. All right. That's where
That's
you
ex-
can throw Max.
That's exactly what I don't want. Is Monster of the Week.
Coming from
Well,
the
like-
Buffy fan, you don't want a Monster of the Week show?
I think that works in shows that are like Buffy, that are, you know, a little bit
I think Gotham tried a Monster a Week thing.
exactly, and
It
it
became
got
Gotham
it was-
Babies.
right. It was silly.
Yeah. I think that's the struggle is, you know, how do you do all this without it being ridiculous? Because so many of them are there because of Batman. You know, you've got people like Maxie Zeus, even Calendar Man to a certain extent, Mad Hatter maybe, but people like Joker and the Riddler, like they're very clearly Batman villains. Like,
You got guys
I
that
would
teeter like Mr. Freeze. I think teeters on the edge there.
I think if you can make a solid case for it, I'm down, but you gotta have some off limits.
my baseline is anyone we would consider in the A or B tier of Batman villains cannot appear. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
If only I had a ranking or a tier thing ready for Batman Rogues Gallery. If only we would be able to permanently delineate those.
And we just played the shitty game where I spent the last bit on my credit card for this dumb T-shirt.
Are you feeling buyer's remorse right now?
Absolutely not, actually.
No.
I am thrilled.
That's hilarious, dude.
I'm going to make it into a tube top.
Well, what do we have to do to get a picture of that?
Top. Ask.
I'm consider this an ask.
Well, you have to remind me.
My wife had a Robert Pattinson cardboard cutout from Twilight when she was younger, and I think she might still have it at her grandma's house somewhere. I wonder if I could find that.
When she was younger.
That'll be good on my.
Yeah, it's like right behind you, just standing there.
Yeah, when she was younger, like 25.
Like just before the marriage.
There's only one reason I got her to see a Batman movie. So.
There you go. So speaking of all that, obviously the movie's done well. There will be spinoffs, and now, of course, anytime that a DCFU movie does well, someone at Warner has to talk about what that's going to mean for the future of their movies. So Toby Emmerich is the boss of Warner, and he spoke to Deadline about the Batman and, all that good stuff. And he said, the secret of the movie business is quality. It's the best business strategy for both theatrical motion pictures and superhero movies. Are they different? The movies don't have to all have the same tone or interlock with other DC movies or have an Easter egg that sets up another film. Quality is the most important factor for a studio, and the biggest thing you can do to influence quality is the filmmaker you hire. So basically...
So what's y'all's excuse?
Basically, what I get out of that is they're going to, which they've talked about before, is going the more like auteur, filmmaker-driven route. And this is going to lead us into our main topic here in a few, because I don't think that DC necessarily fully knows what that even means. Because you say that, right? And I think, Joker is an example. Mm-hmm. And I guess Matt Reeves is an example, in the sense that they gave those directors, Todd Phillips and Matt Reeves, carte blanche. It appears that they could do basically what they wanted to do. But then you have like Batgirl, which definitely doesn't feel like that. And then you have Flashpoint, or Flash, which is basically Flashpoint, which is literally a vehicle for DC to rejigger whatever they want within the DCFU, and appears to exist for no other purpose. So, and to be fair, that movie's been in development since before the original Justice League came out. But the fact is that it doesn't feel like an auteur-driven movie by any means. So I'm just not sure that this new agenda matches the agenda we clearly see them developing. Wonder Woman also. The first Wonder Woman movie, we know that Patty Jenkins did not have autonomy. And then the second one, she had autonomy, and we see how that went. So do you guys buy this?
The next statement.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't really buy anything that anyone says about the DC film universe, because I don't think they know what they're doing.
It's been a bunch of missteps.
It sucks because like there are shining points of it, like the Batman, Joker, Aquaman. I really liked Aquaman as a movie. Too. Shazam I enjoyed for what it was, because it was tonally very different from a lot of them. But they want to have everything combine and interlock, but they're also not making strides to actually do that. And if they just said hey, our films don't interlock, we're just doing our own thing, we're just making films, I'd almost prefer that at this point. So hearing them be like, oh, we're picking the right person to direct it instead. That's what we're doing. Sure.
Good.
Sure.
That's what you should be doing.
Although if they can get James Wan to like just go full James Wan on the next Aquaman, like I don't know what Aquaman 2 is like.
Yes.
Yeah,
Or
I've
fucking
seen.
Dr. Fate film or something.
Yeah, like if they're being completely truthful on what they're doing, and they can get people to just do their own takes on these characters, you're gonna have a hard time interlocking them all. That's going to be tricky. I think the Marvel Universe showed that there has to be some kind of homogenization for it to really work in a narrative sense, and to get all these different personalities to intertwine. Because Marvel's fine with booting a director off for creative differences. But also, like, if you're gonna do it, just let them have their own thing. Like you have such a wealth of characters in the DC universe. Like what could a Doctor Fate movie be like? You thought Doctor Strange was crazy. Doctor Fate could be crazier. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that they're being forthcoming, but also it's just PR speak that I don't trust in any sense.
I think like to that, right, you can leverage also different kinds of genres with a lot of these individual characters. Like Logan, right, was totally different from a lot that had come out previously. It felt very much post-apocalyptic, but also like a Western situation. Like you have characters that very much fit that. You can do Adam Strange story. Like to your point, Tyler, there's so much untapped potential that it feels odd to think that you would have to abide by, as DC at this point, abide by sticking to that connected universe, considering the foundation of it is at best non-existent, at worst shaky, because everybody can recognize that the connective tissue is so loose that even the movies that are supposed to feel connected still somehow exist in their own space. Like, yeah, you'll see a crossover in Justice League, but the individual movies before that, they don't have that sort of just bond there.
BVS.
All right.
I don't want to talk about that movie. I think it's trash.
And I think it would behoove DC to just bring back the Swamp Thing show. Like that's really what we're here for.
Please.
Wasn't J.J. Abrams' company attached to the DCFU at some point?
Yeah.
Bad Robot.
Dark.
So they are developing the next Superman movie. And after that, we don't know what their involvement is. As of now, like we don't know anything past the slate that we can see. And I would imagine that once they get, which in our main topic, we're going to get to that sizzle reel and all that crap. But I would imagine that past the end of that is when we'll start to hear more about what's going on with the Bad Robot collaboration. And that's really the key, is that we don't know what direction DC is going in. We have no idea. And when they tell us what they're going to do, it changes almost immediately. And that's why I find the DCFU to be a middle finger, an FU to the fans. And I'm sick of it. It's annoying because of the fact that we see quality. We know they can make good movies, and we all love these characters. But when you talk about the fact that they just showed us a sizzle reel of all the movies that they were planning to put out in 2022, and all 4 of their movies for 2022 got delayed.
Was it all 4?
Yes.
That's a one or two.
One got brought forward. Oh no, the ones they showed in the sizzle reel were the ones that were delayed. Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
All 4 are not coming out on the date that they were scheduled, and some of them aren't even coming out this year anymore. So that sizzle reel is bunk. That's what we're going to talk about on our main topic. We will be back on Twitch in 5 minutes or less. Stick around. Thank you very much. Be right back. So real quick, just before we get into this conversation, if you are still in the Twitch chat, thank you for waiting. If you would be so inclined to drop a subscribe, we, of course, would really, really appreciate that. And if you're still watching on YouTube, thank you. Like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, if you're here. Always appreciate you guys and your support. Now, as I said, all 4 of the movies that DC showed you ahead of the Batman are all delayed. And it is true, someone in the chat pointed out that Aquaman 2, or not Aquaman 2, I'm sorry, that Shazam 2 was pushed up. So we will be getting Shazam 2 a little early. It's coming out Christmas period 2022. But Aquaman 2 and The Flash are delayed all the way into 2023.
Womp.
So The Flash goes from 2022 November 4th to June 23rd.
Wow. Well, you know what? He does travel in time. That makes sense.
Yeah. Speed Force shit. Yeah.
And Aquaman won't be coming landside until March 17th, 2023, pushed back from December 16th.
Well, he's trapped in the depths. You know, he needs his time.
Takes a while, yeah. Black Adam is now coming out October 21st, and DC League of Super Pets is moving to July 29th.
No!
Yep.
Fuck.
It's got Keanu Reeves Batman in it, so I'm kind of with you, Mark.
Boy, that looks like the. Until I saw Keanu Reeves Batman, I wanted to see it, and now I'm like, I don't know.
Dude, I saw the trailer and I was like, yo, I kind of want to see this. But now it got moved, so.
Notably, James Wan, who is the director of Aquaman and Aquaman 2, said to Steven Weintraub, who is a reporter of this stuff, this was on Facebook. He said, honestly, I couldn't make the December release as much as I love the Christmas slot. I literally just finished shooting 2 months ago in January. Are you kidding me?
So why make the announcement?
Exactly. That's why I'm infuriated. It doesn't make any sense.
This announcement was literally a week ago. When they put out this thing in front of the movie saying, this is what you have to look forward to in 2022.
Awkward.
You think it's still playing in theaters?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I just saw it on Thursday, and that sizzle reel played, and the announcement was already made. It doesn't make any sense.
It's goofy, dude.
And like, look, COVID is a real thing. I know that some of this delay for some of these movies is COVID related, but they started the engine. They're the ones who chose to do that. You showed us these movies. You didn't have to do it. I don't get it. We're 2 years deep into COVID. By the time some of these movies come out, it will be 3 years deep into COVID. We know, based on how this has gone, how it went for the Batman, how it went for Spider-Man, how it went for Black Widow, that there will be delays. And so you have to be careful about what you announce and when. Can you deliver? Is really the question. And DC just doesn't seem to give a damn about whether they deliver or not. So how can you trust anything that they say? When I asked you guys the question of, how do you feel about this new announcement on Toby Emmerich's part about a filmmaker-driven DCEU? Gail said, oh, yeah, until the next announcement. And that's the truth. You can't trust their word. The word is not bond at all. It's bunk.
Well, and how many times have they gone back and forth? It's like, it depends on how well the movie does.
Right. Exactly. And, you guys said that you're into the idea of like a DC film universe that doesn't have the same synergy as Marvel. And they keep flip-flopping on that. Like personally, obviously, I would prefer the synergy. That's what I like. But I prefer better movies. So if it's a choice, which I don't think it has to be, I really believe you can do both. Marvel does both. If it's a choice, make the choice and then stick with that choice. Because when you look at Joker, I think Joker is one of the best comic book movies ever. The Batman, one of the best comic book movies ever. So 2 of the best comic book movies to come out, at least within the last 10 years. I think we can probably all agree to that. Those two are from DC. So DC can do it. They just don't want to, or they don't know how.
They don't know how to connect them.
Sorry?
Or they don't know how to connect them because Joker and Batman are effectively not.
Sorry, I guess I meant they know they can make great movies.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like that aspect of it as well becomes an impossibility for them.
Right. Yeah, as it stands. And you guys mentioned the Bad Robot connection. I don't have faith in Bad Robot at this point.
What broke your faith on them?
Yeah. But do we believe that J.J. Abrams is going to come in, be given the reins, and then it's all going to be better? I don't think so.
Oh, you mean the way Star Wars happened?
Right. Which is a can of worms in and of itself. But I believe that I read an interview. I think that J.J. Abrams said that he felt like he wished he had been more prepared for the trilogy, that they didn't actually work in that mindset. So maybe he learned a lesson, maybe he didn't. But that's not who I want running the ship at DC at this point. He's also not gushing about the comics. I need someone who loves the comics. They don't have a Kevin Feige. That's the problem at DC.
Yeah. Nobody's leading the ship.
Yeah, if you want to have a connected universe, you need to have somebody kind of putting those pieces together and planning it out.
Yeah.
And the thing with like DC is like even in their comics, I've always felt Marvel was more interconnected in and of itself. Where DC kind of a lot of the different sectors of the DC universe kind of stood on their own, which I almost kind of prefer in the movies. But I feel like there's just this corporate need to have the money that Marvel has,
especially now,
counter to what DC Comics is good at.
Well, but they're starting it backwards is the thing, right? They're starting with the sure, we had Man of Steel, then Wonder Woman, but then you had Justice League, and then from there expand out, whereas the reverse was true for Marvel.
See, I think that's what they should have done, is started backwards. Started with the Justice League and branched out that way. Yeah. I think because I think the general public, even before the Avengers, has some idea of who the Justice League is.
Sure. Yep.
And, it would be very easy to see which way the public opinion goes. Oh, everybody likes Cyborg now? Fucking sweet. Let's crank out a Cyborg franchise. And they wouldn't have to build the pillars or whatever the way Marvel had to.
Right.
I completely agree. That's been my stance since day one. Yep. DC had a clear advantage over Marvel in terms of recognition. Everyone knows who the core Justice League people are. You say Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, Flash, Aquaman to anybody, even maybe Flash. Did I say Flash?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. And maybe Green Lantern. Well, Ryan Reynolds, but like everyone knows who those characters are. Yeah. Whereas before Avengers and that whole thing got started, no one knew who Iron Man was, like some people, but not many. Thor and such. Hulk was probably the most popular of all of those characters up front in terms of notoriety. I think DC could have and should have gone down that road. But quite frankly, no matter what they did, it would have sucked because Zack Snyder was in charge and his vision does not suit the kind of big picture, superhero stuff that they're trying to do. I like his movies. That's not my point. My point is that in terms of trying to build a brand, I don't think that was the right choice. I don't think he was the guy.
I think you need someone a little more approachable.
Yes.
To do your big budget team movie, and then you can get like the auteurs to do the individual stories for the characters. Although I'm glad we didn't get that, and then when we got Zack Snyder's Batman, I'm glad it didn't happen because I don't want to see a Randy and Bruce Wayne beating up poor people. But
I mean, Whedon bullshit aside, like that Whedon was their second choice for the Justice League film is a little crazy, I mean, I know the Snyder stuff happened and everything, but like similar to the Avengers, Whedon probably would have been a perfect choice for a Justice League film.
Yeah, I think it's interesting, right? Because Avengers: Age of Ultron was pretty poorly received, and I think that I think he had almost already started to wear his welcome out.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I was even like, okay, all right. I don't know about this one, and I mean I love Age of Ultron, but I was a little bit like I want to see someone else's idea of what superhero movies ought to be. But like I feel like there are a lot of directors you go to do something like that before you pick Zack Snyder. And now and by the way, Manny mentioned Batgirl. Yeah, I think that's still on the slate. I think that's still on the slate, but it's
It
like
wasn't mentioned,
it's
yeah.
an HBO Max movie.
That was not on that sizzle reel.
Right. Like that's the confidence level. That's how they feel about it. And this conversation we're having right now is as much about content as it is about messaging, right?
I got a question though.
Yeah.
The Batgirl is supposed to be coming out this year.
I think so. I'm gonna double check that, but go ahead
Isn't Michael
with your
Keaton
question.
in that though?
Yeah.
But he's also in the Flash, which got pushed back. So like,
Yep.
Well,
it's all messed
and
up now.
I wonder. I was reading that. I wonder what the their continuity messaging will be with that going forward. Is the Flashpoint going to be the start of new continuity?
Yeah. That's the idea that they have put forward.
Is Michael Keaton going to be, the anchor character of the DCU?
I mean, this isn't a spoiler because I don't know it for a fact, but it is a big rumor. So I guess if you don't want to hear a rumor about the Flash, take your headphones off or whatever. But I read that the Flash movie will end with Superman and Batman erased from from DC, and that they will be replaced by Supergirl and Leslie Grace's Batwoman. And that Leslie Grace's Batwoman, Supergirl, and Shazam
Batgirl?
are going to start. Sorry?
Batwoman or Batgirl?
Batgirl. I'm sorry. That Batgirl and Supergirl and Shazam will start a new Justice League with the Flash and others that will be the new team going forward. That's what I read. Take it with a grain of salt.
Going to be the CW bullshit league is what that's going to be.
Yeah.
Legends of Tomorrow.
It's a joke. It's a complete joke.
It's funny that because like we're also talking about like the need for auteur driven stuff, and I think the HBO Max stuff has been good, right? Doom Patrol, the what is it? Oh my god, I'm forgetting his name already. Peacemaker series, and to think that those are good, but then even within the world of the HBO Max space, Batgirl is one that is a question mark, and we can doubt the quality.
Right.
So I think yeah, it sucks that it bleeds even outside of the movies, right? Because like you would think HBO Max was the one place where hopefully they allow for that quality, but yeah, it's there too.
Well, you got to remember the CW still has a whole universe they're working in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Flash is coming up on season 9.
Yeah.
Wild.
And they got like lightsabers and shit.
Yeah.
Do they?
Batwoman's on season 3 somehow.
Legends of Tomorrow is on like season 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I think they're stuck in like the racist South in the past right now.
Or something. I don't know what Katie Lotz has got going on her Instagram, but it's fucking crazy.
It's so weird because like the Suicide Squad I felt like was like, all right, this is where they can kind of get traction going.
Oh, that's another good one.
This is obviously in the Jason Momoa, Aquaman, like the main Justice League universe. There are direct references to those characters. And Peacemaker, no spoilers, but those references continue.
Right.
And they feel tonally similar, I would say. Aquaman and the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I mean, Sean, I don't want to spoil the end of Peacemaker.
Yeah, please don't.
Yeah. But you're right. The tonally, these things match. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I just feel like they're all over the place. I really do. Like I understand that a lot of people have either soured or it's just hot right now to shit on the Marvel movies. But um, if you like those movies, if that's what you're into, then generally when you go to the movie theater to watch one, you're gonna like what you see. Because they're making it for the people that like it. That's just what it is now. 10 years deep, however many years, 14 years, you know whether you like a Marvel movie or not.
Yeah.
DC's a crapshoot. Whether it's a movie, a TV show, CW, HBO Max, they're everywhere, spread out, and everything is of varying quality. There's no consistency at all. You can get the Joker and Batman, which are phenomenal. We could also get Wonder Woman 2, which, in my opinion, wasn't good. Or you get Aquaman, which was cool but vapid. Or you can get Shazam, which was cool but like kind of a kids movie. Like it's just everywhere. It's everywhere.
Do three more.
I don't know if
okay. You get Man of Steel, which was by Zack Snyder. You get Justice League, which was by Zack Snyder. And you can get Justice League, which was by Joss Whedon.
Come on, I was fishing for Swamp Thing, bro.
Please.
I might just
I like
be hungry.
That.
I might
It's
just be
good.
hungry, but like the way I view like the MCU is like they're like the chicken fingers of movies. Like it's pretty much the same thing every time, but like you can't not like it. It's like it's good chicken fingers, you know?
And like some places have better chicken fingers than others.
Exactly. Yeah. But it's always chicken fingers, and it's always going to be edible, and you'll at least be like, all right, I'm satiated. You know, it wasn't bad. But DCU movies are like chicken wings. You know what I mean? Or like
a little bit more of a
this
crapshoot.
Yeah, a bit of more crapshoot because like that one might have had like the good buffalo sauce on it. or this one had they used that tangy kind of buffalo that I don't like.
Well,
Or you
and
get,
one's a leg, one's a wing.
Yep. Or this one's Parmesan garlic. Ooh, that one was a little fancy. It was a little
Someone's
against
hungry.
It was pretty good. That's my chicken analogy. I think that's fair.
I mean, that's not bad actually. I don't like chicken fingers, so there we go. You just
Here we go. It's perfect then.
That solves that. So yeah, it's just frustrating. It's frustrating because they can put out classics, and I think even in the animated space, like DC has classics. They really do, and I think that their movies, like I think Avengers Endgame and Infinity War, and all those movies like that. The upper echelon of Marvel stuff are phenomenal. But I don't know how much, like, I don't know that I compare them to like Joker or the Batman or the Dark Knight. Like, when DC does well, they do really, really well. And I don't understand why they can't do that. Not every at bat, not everything's going to be a classic, but why they can't bring that level of quality up so that the bar is higher overall. I don't get it. And they need to just start delivering consistently on messaging. That to me, that would be number one. Don't tell me you're going to do something you can't do. And number two, make these movies high quality. Get someone who can assure that the quality of these movies is the same, or that there's a bar across the board. They need a Kevin Feige. They need someone who loves these characters and wants to see them represented well, whether you're gonna integrate them together or not. It doesn't matter.
I said they either do that or they just fuck the universe in general and just do movies.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Even if you're gonna do movies, you have to have someone behind the scenes who loves these characters to
Guide them.
Yeah, to guide them. They don't even ever have to come across each other.
Yeah, ever since the buyout, Warner Media kind of just seems like they view these as just IP.
Yeah.
Rather than
That's it. You pump it out.
they're really American archetypes, like hero archetypes that are ingrained in pop culture.
Right.
But it just seems like, these are just intellectual property, really.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Catherine says, this is why I take everything DC with cautious interest or disinterest initially. Yeah. It's bad. And they need to fix it. I don't have confidence that they will. I don't. But I want them to because I love the property. So we'll see. But maybe we're wrong. maybe you're listening to this and you think that the DC films have been great so far. You thought Wonder Woman 2 was fantastic, and you were really happy to watch that on Christmas Day. You know,
Your
let us
family,
know.
instead of opening presents, eating Christmas dinner. God,
It was a nice COVID gift from DC.
did that come out in the
I
COVID
think I
year?
would have preferred COVID.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Oh no.
whoa.
Oh no.
Yeah, I did not like that movie at all. That was rough. It was a real bad movie.
Right about the time where Wonder Woman was fighting Cheetah, that awful CG fest. I was like, damn, I wish I had COVID right now so I didn't have to watch this shit.
It felt like I had COVID because that movie was tasteless.
That's the clip.
Oh man. Write to us. Let us know your thoughts about this or any other topic we've discussed on this show. How do you feel about the DC film universe, extended universe? I go with FU because again, feels like they're giving us that. But yeah, let us know what you're thinking about that stuff. Did you like Tyler's game? If you did, let us know about that. Leave us a like if you enjoyed the game.
Let me know if you want more of that, so maybe I can push past my seasonal affective disorder to maybe put out another episode. So
Tyler
it
is
snowed
sad,
again here
ladies and
last night,
gentlemen.
guys. Come on, Jesus Christ, it snowed again. Need some goddamn sunlight. I'll do the show out.
Who
I'll
told you to
have a porch.
move to Buffalo?
Life did. Life.
No.
Okay.
Life.
Feel you.
Life did.
Yeah. Listen, just because you haven't heard that call doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
Replace the L with the W, and we got an answer.
Same
Listen.
thing.
Same thing.
All right, fair enough. If you want to catch us live, that's twitch.tv/thecomics-pals every single Saturday at 10 in the morning for this very show. Leave us a follow so that you are made aware of when we are live, and subscribe to us if you would be so inclined. We appreciate it. Gives you access to all sorts of emotes and stuff and cool things on Twitch. YouTube.com/thecomics-pals. Subscribe to our channel, like the video, share it with your friends, leave us a comment. All that stuff's free to do, and it helps us out a lot more than it costs you. We are officially on the road to 600 subscribers. Now, I'm being told that we will get to 600 subscribers by June at this rate. I say no. I say let's do it before June. So help us accomplish that goal by heading on over to YouTube and hitting that subscribe button and making your friends and family do it too, because they like comics, right?
Doesn't matter. Grab their phone.
Sorry, I'm looking at
Subscribe.
Catherine's comment here. She said WW2 was so disappointing, and like in my mind, I'm like, yeah, World War II was horrible. It did horrible things for this world. And then I'm like, oh, it's Wonder Woman 2. Okay, all right. Like, this was an understatement, Catherine. People died, you know, but
Imagine if she'd done WW84 like the actual movie. Oh, what have I missed?
Unreal. Thank you guys so much for listening. Until next time, we're the Comics Pals signing out. Take care, guys.
see ya.
See you next week, I guess.
Yes.
KaleWard.com/comics.
Oh my
Right.
God, I forgot to do the plugs. No.
At Toto Into, that's TOTOINTOW.
Get him in quick. Get him in quick.
Did you? Are
hurry,
we off
hurry, Tyler,
already,
go.
Tyler?
No, we're still going.
Oh, okay, okay.
Tyler Olson on Instagram and Twitter. I like Daredevil.
Mr. Marco Noto, Instagram, Twitter, weeb shit, anime, mangas. Give
There
it.
you go. That's how the plug should always be. Quick. Sean Soapbox, Twitter and Instagram. Hit me up to talk about the Batman. I can't wait till it's on HBO Max so I can watch it again. Till next time, take care, guys.
See you next week.